Hi, I'd like to take the opportunity since this is a time we're gathered around family and friends to speak about a very important issue such as abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, as well as mental abuse. If you are a child or an adult or an elderly person who is suffering from abuse, the worst thing that could happen to you besides the abuse that's already happening to you is for you to keep it bottled up inside and not tell someone. Tell someone, shine a light on what's happening to you so that others who care about you and love you can help. If you have to, you tell family members, you tell your friends, you tell teachers, you tell the police. You let it be known that you are suffering from someone hurting you. There are a lot of times that we or people who have suffered from abuse may tend to keep things bottled up inside because we are embarrassed, or maybe even some abusive people tell us horrible things will happen to us or our family members if we tell. But do not be scared. Do not be afraid. They can't do any more damage than they've already done. You go and you tell someone. You be brave at heart. When it comes to sexual abuse, this includes someone who is touching you or being inappropriate in manner in a sexual way to you, especially when it comes to children, because adults have the right to engage in certain activities that children cannot when it comes to sex. But even adults suffer sexual abuse. It's sexual abuse for an adult when an adult does not consent to sexual activities with another person. And the abuser decides that they are going to do things to that person anyway, beyond their consent. This includes when a person or an abuser puts their hands on you the wrong way, inappropriately, your breast areas, the areas you put your underwear on, your behind, or your privacy. If you did not allow for someone to engage in any activity with you that would suggest that they can touch you in those areas, this is abuse if they do. If you are a child, this is just basically off limits because God created you and your body to belong to you until you're an appropriate age. And under appropriate circumstance, this is when you have the right, as well as an adult as you grow up, to consent to such activities. But as a child under 18 years of age, you're considered a minor, and someone doing these things to you or suggesting that you touch them inappropriately or behave inappropriately in a sexual manner with them is considered sexual abuse. When it comes to mental abuse, this includes someone or people who are abusive telling you or making you feel like that you are less than who you are, who God created you to be. Um, a lot of times they make you have low self-esteem, make you feel like that you're not worth anything of what God created you to be as just the basic person that you are. Most of the times they make you feel like, or you end up feeling like, that you'll never be anything, that you'll just be nothing. God did not create for you to be that way. God created for you to be the person that He created you to be because He gave us all life. These things, such as abuse, are bad. No matter how many ways it can be considered to be something normal because it's happened for so long or it's a taboo, so to speak. No, it's wrong. You tell someone if someone is hurting you. When it comes to physical abuse, if someone's hitting you or constantly bullying you, it's abuse. You don't let it continue to happen to you if it has already happened to you. You speak out about it and you tell someone, you tell your family members, you tell your friends, you tell your teachers, you tell the police, most importantly, because there are certain people who hold these certain positions, such as police, judges, and the court system, that can help assist you in the proper procedures that will help you to get the help you need. They decide in these matters of how to find a solution to stop the abuse from happening. A lot of times in my own circumstances, I've dealing with myself and my own children, I've went and tried to take matters into my own hands, but because it violated many laws, civil rights of others, I got in trouble for it. Don't end up like me, possibly facing jail time or worse, because you feel like how I felt many times, that you don't need any help and that you could take these matters of solving these issues into your own hands. The best way to do something is with a guided hand, by shining a light, by letting those who are in control of helping you to actually help you. Don't be like me and have to learn the hard way. Again, if you are a person, whether you are a child, male or female, an adult male or female, or an elderly person, male or female, who is suffering from abuse, you do your best you can to speak out and tell someone. If you can't speak verbally, you write it down on a piece of paper. You give it to someone and help them understand. I urge those who are of loving kindness and of God's grace to reach out as well. And if they see something suspicious of others, that indicate that they are being abused, to please be of assistance. Try to inquire with that person you feel may be a victim of abuse and find out the best you can if this is happening to them, and help them to help themselves, help them to be a shining light to help save their own lives as well as all of our lives, by being an example, a shining light, so that everyone learns that if they didn't know that they could stop abuse from happening, now they know. I can't help but speak out about this because it is something that is on the rampant. It's something that happens so easily all the time. Most of the time, a person who's abused doesn't even know they're being abused in some cases, until they have to find out what the difference is between what is appropriate and what's not appropriate, what's good or what's bad. A lot of times we have to really conjure up the courage to actually help ourselves and be brave. And by doing so, we help others. It's one of the greatest things that God created us with, is to have a heart. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.